Hey guys, this is Realtor Fabio Gomez with Home Expo Realty. I have some great friends here. I want to share something with you. They are what we call relocators. They're people that have moved from other states here. Florida is one of those states where people just are loving and wanting to come down here to live and escape from the cold weather. This is Steve and Gwen Parks, and I'd like to, for them, Steve and Gwen, if you could share a little bit about what had you decide to come down to Florida? What was behind that decision?
Well, one decision was my church decided to move down here. They decided to relocate down here to Denver. And then, you know, I got a little sick, so by my asthma being really bad, I talked to my doctor and he said moving to Florida would be a good location. So I went home to my husband, Steve, here and asked him what did he think about it. And he liked the idea.
What about you, Steve?
Well, for me, it was basically the same thing she said. Moving down here, you know, it was a different environment change, you know, a little change. And I think at the time it was good for us, especially with our health. And then it confirmed it with the, you know, church saying that they came down here, everything moved to Davenport. So relocating was a nice thing. We liked it.
Okay, good. Well, that was a big thing because what happens is obviously if you're living in another state and you're wanting to buy a house in Florida, having to come back and forth to look at houses, just to look at them is kind of difficult. You did come down for a few, like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah. It was like a vacation, but not a vacation.
It was a rushed vacation. And the thing is that the houses that we saw, I think we saw like 6 or 7 homes, but out of that one, there was one home that you liked, but then after you got back, we decided not to go forward with that. So the challenge was, okay, so how do I show them houses that they're gonna like, that they're gonna put a contract on, and not to be able to physically get down here? So what was it we came up with?
That was a difficult part for us because not being there, you know, like trying to buy a house from another state and you live in a different state. And we lived in Pennsylvania. It was kind of hard, but then that's why we had you. And you did all the footwork for us. You videotaped every room, every crevice, everywhere, you know, like, and you talked us through it and everything. And that's how we was able to buy this house without even saying it. Yeah. And this is the perfect house for us.
Well, the great thing was when they came down, I got to know them personally. And so when we went through all those different houses, there were some really nice houses, but they had issues. There were some that were pretty bad. But that getting to know you now, when you got back there, when I actually saw the houses, I knew what things to look for. One of them were the countertops.
Yeah, the countertops. Yeah.
It's a joke.
Anal on the countertops.
So yeah, I'm good. But you know, it was fun. And being able to go to the houses, videotape them, and I shared them through Dropbox. I don't know if you use that, but it's what I use so that I could be able to share those things with them. Now, for this process, we used. We worked with a loan officer. Her name is Jenna Uribe. Really top-notch mortgage originator. And tell me a little bit about the experience you had with Jenna.
Well, Jenna was super. She was really down to earth. I mean, you just felt like Jenna was on your side, which she really was. I mean, like, she told us, like, if y'all got any problems, any concerns, if you don't like this, don't go with it. No, and we're gonna make it happen for you. And she really did. I mean, like, we felt like the issue for her wasn't like trying to get us a house or get us a mortgage or try to get us a loan so she could make some money. She made it like where as though whether she make money or not, if we're not happy, don't do it. And that's really what she did. And that's why we was comfortable with her.
Okay.
Well, one thing I liked about Jenna, she treated me like I was her sister.
Yeah.
She made me feel like we were family, and that's the same thing I got from you, Faith. Yeah. And the fact that, you know, we got treated to lunch when we got down here. You know? Make sure we ate a lot. But the whole experience was awesome. I think doing the video, though, is really good because when he does his video, he does it in every single room. And this house that we bought today, he did it on video. We did not know what it looked like or anything. When we got the house, we bought it and then was able to come to the house. And the video was like in detail. And I mean, I would recommend anybody to do that because it saves you money on air flight time and everything. It was just really, really awesome. And he was the same way. Always returned our phone calls. Returning my phone calls is important. Yeah. So he did that. Yeah. But he's really, really, really awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, thank you. All right. And okay, so now that Steve and Gwen are living here among us here in Florida, tell me a little bit about this, the adjustment, the changes. I know that you've had family here. Tell me their feedback when they get here in sunny Florida. How has it been?
It was a little tough at first because you got to get used to, the pay, the different jobs, and just making sure you really have a good vehicle to get to wherever you go.
Yeah.
Wherever you go in Florida, you need a good car.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, you have fun places. We found a lot of places to go. We have a lot of movie theaters around here. We found even clubs. If you want to come out here and go to clubs, this club's a City Walk. We just found a good barbecue place.
Yeah.
A lot of good food around here. Plenty of churches. I mean, like, you want to get your praise on. That's the place.
Churches.
There's a lot of churches on like every other corner. So, I mean, it's a good experience, and we're down here for the long term. So, we're here until God take us.
Yeah. For me, I think it's like bittersweet. More sweet than bitter. When I say bitter, it's because it's just me and my wife down here, and all our family is in up the north. So it's in that aspect, it's a challenge. Just to be down here, away from the kids, our mothers, stuff like that. And the other thing is the challenge with financially with the jobs. The jobs down here is you gotta either do 2 jobs or maybe you have your own business. That's what we start. Yeah. We about to start our own business. But as far as everything else, the people down here is wonderful. Everywhere we went, it's pleasant. I mean, like when you up the north, you hear things about how the South is and this and that. Like it still might be some racial, stuff like that. But that's everywhere. That's up the north too. But we haven't encountered none of that since we've been here at all. We done met people from different places. We done had barbecues with different nationalities and stuff, and we done went to other people's houses, and everybody's pleasant. So, and that being said, we really enjoy it.
All right, well, thank you very much for listening to us. This is Realtor Fabio Gomez Jr. with Home Expo Realty. Have a great day. Thank you. Hey Steve, I know that you have a background in boxing. Can you show me a couple of moves?
Oh my God! Man, you was not really supposed to hit our realtor.
I didn't mean to hit. I didn't mean to hit. Sorry. Call the ambulance.
Oh my God! Call 911.